Hey people, man, the stress is up high these days, right? I got a lot of people writing me or doing these video calls, really wondering about the future, what they're going to do with themselves, what they're going to do with career, especially like single moms, wondering what's going to happen with their kids and what kind of life they're going to deal with. And they want some kind of, I guess, a ceremony per se. And like I said, I like to keep things real simple and real practical. I'm not one that believes in all the spirit guides and all the animal totems, and I know that's unshamanic. I'm still on the physical plane, a man on the physical plane in everyday life, just like everybody else. I have my shamanic side, but at the end of the day, we're just people here on Earth. So I like to keep everything really simple. But if I was to call something a ceremony that I would do, besides like morning writings, writing, just journaling and things, get your mind off page one of the things that I look at is where am I focusing too much attention on? Where am I getting a lot of negative thoughts and negative energy from? And do the exact opposite, look at the exact opposite way. The alternative platforms, I want to say like TikTok, Instagram, sometimes Telegram, I can get a little bit more of what I would call news than I get on the regular lamestream media. But at the same time, it's sensationalism. They're going to tell you the stuff that's a kind of scary, kind of makes you anxious, kind of prepare for things, because that's what they do. That's what they get you. That's their bait, and then they go ahead and snag the rest of the hook with advertising. So I looked at that, and I'm like, well, I get this from there. What am I actually doing there? I'm putting attention to what these people have to say. Well, what else am I doing? And I looked at that. It's basically looking down. You have your. It's not too many people watch the news like this, right? You might do a video call like that. But most time your hands on the table or you got it propped up like a lot of times I do, or you set it someplace and you're looking downward. And I notice that when I'm outside, which is like most of the day, the times that I feel the most calm is when I look up at the sky. I'm looking up to see what the weather's going to do because the weather platforms certainly don't know too well. And I watch that. I watch the clouds. I feel the light change with the seasons. I mean, if you're outside most of the day, you notice these things. And I looked at that. I'm like, there's my shamanic advice for people these days on the most simplest form. Look up. One of the things that I'm looking forward to when I finish my boat and I can go back out to sea is going out on new moon nights if they're clear, going out far enough into the sea where you don't have that much of the light interfering with the sky, and look up and you see almost more stars than you see blackness, and when you look up it feels like it's pulling you up there. It really touches your soul. In the cities and so on, you'd be lucky to you see the moon, and that's about it. Maybe Jupiter, in the last couple of weeks, but it's hard. It's hard to see that. And with even the bigger cities, it's a real journey to get out someplace where you can see the stars, but you can see the clouds in the daytime. In most cities, and that would be my big advice. You know, Sorry it's not so earth shattering. Sorry it's no big revelations or anything, but it's a piece of calm that I get, throughout the day. I can always stop what I'm doing and just look up. Just try it. Go ahead and leave a comment, see how it makes you feel.